Hello, 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 and welcome to Season 2 of the Backmarkers ReScreened LLC Regional Late Model Tour. It's Round 4, the King of the Barkway. We're at Langley Speedway tonight. Big thank you to Dave Grajewski for supporting the league as the title sponsor tonight. And having a little call to action to support your local animal shelters. A big thank you for all of the work they do, and another big thank you to all of our sponsors. That's Team 53 and ReScreened LLC as well. If you want to join in on the fun, check us out on Discord at discord.gg/backmarkersracing. I'm Jay Bass, and I will be with you tonight, bringing you some short track action. Looks like the practice session is just coming to a close here. Jacob Elliott in that 07 machine. Going for a bit of a spin there. Qualifying starting now. A couple of drivers opting to take their laps early. That's Johnny Rapp out on track. A real contender here in the late model series. One of the fastest drivers on the grid. Absolutely. Three different winners in as many races so far. Round 1, North Wilkesboro taken by none other than Jackson Samsel himself. Round 2 was Devin Jack, and round 3 was Jacob Elliott in that 07 car. A couple of cars setting their times at the moment. Michael Boyle's taking the provisional pole spot. Johnny Rapp able to put it P2 at the moment. Ryan Rose improving on that even further with a 1577. Robert Brobst in that 5 car putting it in 5th place. No one's quite able to get to Michael Boyles in that 05 machine. It looks like Langley is a track that suits him pretty well. This is one of the short tracks, if that makes sense. It's definitely more of a circle. So we're going to see that inside line come into play even more so. Michael Boyle still out there in the lead. That 1574. Looks like is going to secure him that pole position spot. Sam Stoner on that cutoff line. Out on track now. Top 6 are going to advance to the feature race later on tonight with an inverted top 6. So whoever qualifies P6, and looks like it's going to be Blake Hoppy at the moment. He just bumped Sam Stoner in that 65 car. The number 11 Corvette late model. Out there setting a solid time, and it looks like Jacob Elliott is going to go out there and best the field. 07 car gets to pole with a 1571. Jonathan Barnett out there just finishing his time. He's down in 19th in that 84 machine. Looks like the grid is mostly set here. Jacob Elliott securing that pole position spot with that 1571. Michael Boyles, Ryan Rose, Dylan Johnson, Johnny Rapp, and Logan Monteith sneaking his way into that top 6 spot. That means Logan Monteith in that 99 machine is going to be starting the feature race from pole position later on tonight. But before that, we've got the heat race Blake Hoppy in that 7th spot is going to be starting on pole there for that 20-lap shootout to set the rest of the grid. Blake Hoppy and Sam Stoner going to be side by side there. Two decidedly aggressive drivers in the late model series. Behind them is going to be Robert Brobst, Kenny Troughton, some new blood to the late model series. Bob Belshaw in that 44 car. The round 1 winner, Jackson Samsel, starting in P12, or qualifying in P12 rather. Followed by Benson Weaver, Andrew Cowell, Clifton Simmons, Devin Jack, Peter Stewart, Todd Schott, Jonathan Barnett, Nick Seraph, Sean Johnson, Jeremiah Mullins, Dade Grajewski, and Evan Marlowe. Rounding out the field. Take a look at that once again. Nope, don't quite have results just yet. Final results will come at the end of the session. Let's take this quick opportunity to thank Team 53. If you are looking to improve your understanding of cars and tracks on iRacing, look no further than Team 53. Team 53 has a driver development program to help you get faster on iRacing. Team 53 also offers setups for the late model stock, super late model, and silver crown. Check out facebook.com/Team53WI for more information on how to sign up. Here we go. The cars are lining up behind that beautiful Mustang pace car. Blake Hoppy and Samuel Stoner lining up on the front row of the heat race. 20 laps to decide. Back half of the field. Robert Brobst and Kenny Troughton on that second row as well. Keep an eye on Bob Belshaw and Jackson Samsel. That third row. Sure, Jackson is going to be eyeing some positions on that outside line. Trying to get some momentum there. I think if I had to pick, my money's going to be on Sam Stoner for this race. Got some tough competition in Blake Hoppy and Robert Brobst. Also, Kenny Troughton in that 25 car, some new blood to the late model series, so the drivers are not going to know how to race him right out the gate. Got to spend a few laps with someone to understand how they drive, get a feel for their driving style, and try to understand where to pass them, how to set it up. So, some new blood is definitely going to shake up the standings at the pointy end of the field here. For the heat race at the King of the Barkway. Beautiful Langley Speedway. Oh, a couple of blinkers in the field. 5 car. Having some connection issues early on. Blake Hoppy and Samuel Stoner lining up side by side. Pace car peels off into the pit lane. Green flag comes out. Robert Brobst gets the great jump alongside Blake Hoppy on that inside line. That's going to push Samuel Stoner in that 65 car almost all the way to 3rd spot, but not quite. Robert Brobst is going to fight to clear him as he blinks just a little bit once again. Samuel Stoner trying to find some space on that inside line to file in, but here comes Bob Belshaw and Kenny Troughton as well behind him in that 25 machine. Like the field is able to spread out just a little bit in the top 5 here, but if we look back in the field, oh, the caution comes out as Jackson Samsel and Andrew Cowell were side by side into turn 3 and 4. It looks like Dade Grajewski involved in that last incident. He's just going to think better of it and tow straight to the pits. Let's take a look at a quick replay and see if we can figure out what happened here. Already from this moment, it looks like Dade is a little tight to the inside. Nick Seraph going to come down, and squeeze him there. Let's back that shot up just a little bit and see if we can get a better read on what happened here. Dade Grajewski holding that bottom line, but it looks like Nick Seraph just kind of invaded his personal space a little bit and shut the door on him in the middle of the corner. That sent Dade all the way around. Grass spins him a little more. He's not able to recover. Thinks better of it and just toes off. Back to the pit lane. Unfortunate to see so early on. Looks like no one's going home this week, though. We've got exactly 22 drivers signed up for this race. So Dade Grajewski is safe to make it into the main event a little later on tonight. Oh, it looks like there's some incidents under caution here. Clifton Simmons, Peter Stewart, Todd Schott, all involved in a small crash. It's reading on my timing tower here. Not sure what caused that. False positive there. Take a look at the leaders once again. Ace Card leading the field with his lights out. I think that means he's going to duck down into the pit lane this time around. Blake Hoppy and Robert Bropes this time on the outside. Sam Stoner in that inside line looking to take that spot. But Robert is able to get the jump on the outside as well. Blake Hoppy, the class of the field at the moment. A good gap on that 5-car 65 of Sam Stoner also biding his time, looking for some space. Bob Belshaw out there in the top 4. Oh, and the 43 tags to the 25 of Kenny Troughton. Kenny Troughton spun around a couple of cars, dived down to the grass to avoid him. Ooh, big mess out here. Second caution of the heat race. Take a look here. Let's follow the 43 car if we can. I believe he just sent it a little too deep into this corner. Yep, 43 is able to get back on the gas, but the 25 is not. Oh, and a couple of cars go straight into the side of him as well. This is the 523 of Nick Seraph. Let's see who gets collected. Todd Schott gets into the back of Jonathan Barnett, but they manage to keep it going. 32 of Sean Johnson gonna think better of it, cut through the grass. Bit of a stack up here. The king of the Barkway heat race. Second caution of the night. Just about 10 laps to go. Blake Hoppy still out there in the lead. Robert Bropes in the 5-car. Samuel Stoner, E3. Keeping an eye on Jackson Samsel here in that 57 car. He's down one spot from his start. I think he's just getting caught out on these outside line restarts. I think he's just biding his time and trying to have a clean pass to the feature race later tonight. But we'll definitely keep an eye on the 57 car. I think he's going to make some positions soon enough. Bob Belshaw on the 49 is another pretty patient driver. He knows when to spot his opportunities to pounce. So we'll see if he can make any moves, or if he's going to play it safe and take his starting position. Nick Seraph diving into the pit lane. Looks like some damage repair and tires for that 523 car. Field's going to stack up once again. Pace car is going to peel off into the pit lane. Blake Hoppy and Robert Brobst on that first row. Green flag comes out. The 11 car gets a great jump. 65 of Sam Stoner on the inside of Robert Brobst, looking to take that second spot back. They're still side by side coming out of turn 2. Samuel Stoner just about clears the 5 car and takes the spot into turn 3 and 4. Excellent pass from Sam Stoner. Bob Belshaw waiting in the wings for something to happen, and Andrew Cowell doing a great job. He's up 3 spots from his starting position. He's in the top 5. Excellent job in that 43 Cadillac machine. Brought to you by the ASPCA. Here's that 57 car. Jackson Samsel moving back into 6th spot as well, holding off Devin Jack in that 49 machine. Stack up in the lead pack. Sam Stoner's chasing down Blake Hoppy for that top spot in the heat race. Remember, the winner here starts 7th in the feature. 65 gets a little bit offline and lets the 5 catch up, but he gets the better exit. Oh, down into the apron the 65 goes. Trying to get that little extra bit of rotation. 2 laps to go. 5 car sending it super deep into the corner. Not quite able to get to the 65. Make that pass. Oh, a bit of a blink there. Bob Belshaw getting a little bit loose as Blake Hoppy takes the white flag. All the way down to the apron goes the 11 car. 65 of Sam Stoner is going to keep chase. It's not going to be enough, and Blake Hoppy is going to take the win. The king of the Barkway heat race tonight. Excellent job to that 11 car. Sam Stoner and Robert Brobst coming home 2nd and 3rd. Let's have a quick chat with Mr. Blake Hoppy himself. Excellent win in the heat race. Talk me through it. You really led the field the whole way through.
Yeah, I feel like track position is key here, and I think if you're going to make some passes, you're going to be laying the bumper to people. It's going to be tough to pass.
Yeah, we definitely saw that. Once the field filed in after the restarts, there really wasn't too much movement unless you really sent it into the inside. So we'll see how that plays out into the race. How do you think tire wear is going to affect you on the longer runs here?
I did a little run there in practice, and I think if we get a longer run, maybe 40-50 laps, tire wear will come into play here. So maybe we'll make a little charge to the front right there.
Awesome. Well, great show in the heat race. Congrats on that win, and I will wish you best of luck in the feature tonight. I will drop you back.
Thank you. Have fun up there.
All right, bud. Drop you back in Evil Empire Sim Sports team chat there. Shout out to the Evil Empire boys as well. Short warm-up session for the drivers here in between sessions. Get everybody up to speed. We've seen that the heat race participants get that extra little bit of practice. So hopefully they can shake something up in the feature. So we see the 2 car of Dylan Johnson peeling off to the side of the road. He's done practicing. Michael Boyles in the 0.5 setting the fastest time so far. The 15.75. Bob Belshaw 15.77. Oh, as Bob Belshaw gets tagged. 0-5 in the 65. Tap the wall just a little bit. Elbows are coming out in the closing seconds of the warm-up session. Everybody blows off the last bit of steam before the feature race. Oh, bit of a takeout there. No harm, no foul. It's just practice. Let's take a look at our starting grid. Logan Monteith in the 99 car. He qualified P6. So that's going to put him on pole position for the feature race. The king of the Barkway 125. Johnny Rapp starting on the other side of the first row. Excellent starting position for that 52 car. He's another one that's real tough to pass. So I think this front row is going to put on a great show on this start here. Dylan Johnson and Ryan Rose on that second row as well. Followed by Michael Boyles and Jacob Elliott rounding out the top six. Jacob Elliott qualifying in P1 with that top six invert. He's got his work cut out for him there. Behind him, we've got Sam Stoner, Blake Hoppy, Bob Belshaw, Robert Brobst, Jackson Samsel, Andrew Cowell and Benson Weaver, Devin Jack, Todd Schott, Peter Stewart, Sean Johnson, Jonathan Barnett, Clifton Simmons, Jeremiah Mullins, Jade Grajewski, and Kenny Troughton starting in the back after getting involved in that heat race incident. Spun around by the 43 car, if memory serves. Johnny Rapp starting on the outside line. I definitely think he prefers a longer distance restart. He's always able to get a little bit extra momentum off of these longer starts. We'll see what he can do on that outside line. Logan Monteith starting on pole position on the inside. Green flag comes out. Johnny Rapp gets the great start on the outside. They're still side by side. 78 car of Ryan Rose looking to close the gap. He's right next to Dylan Johnson as well. Logan Monteith securing the first spot there out of turn 1 and 2 into 3 and 4. Johnny Rapp super close, but not close enough. The 0-5 of Michael Boyles is looking to the inside of the 78. It's Ryan Rose thinking better of it, but here comes Jacob Elliott around the outside. That 0-7 looking to make up some track position early on. Oh, a little bit of a tap to Blake Hoppy in that 11 car. Our heat race winner is not going to like that one. They're still side by side going into 3 and 4, but look at this. Dylan Johnson is still stuck on the outside as well. Now Blake Hoppy is just about able to clear him on the exit of 2. Oh, and look at that. Jacob Elliott's going to go with him as well. Robert Brobst looking to push the 2 car to the outside, but a couple of blinks is making the 2 car think twice about it. Oh, we're still side by side. 5 car loses out that time. Now he's side by side with Sam Stoner in the 65. Let's take a look further up in field. Logan Monteith and Ryan Rose able to pull a little bit of a gap, but Blake Hoppy just set the fastest lap of the race with a 15:86. He's sitting in P5 at the moment, up 2 spots from his winning of the heat race. Oh, the yellow flag comes out on lap 7. Take a look. Can't figure out who is involved. Saw a little puff of smoke. Nothing too drastic, though. Take a look at a quick replay and see if we can't figure out what caused this caution. The 84 and the 44 side by side. The 1 car ducking low. Nope, not seeing anything caution-worthy there. Tyler the Talent, hello, hello. Welcome to the show. The king of the Barkway, 125. We are trying to deduce what caused the first caution of the night. Caution came out on lap 7 of 125. A good race up until then. Logan Monteith out there in the lead. Doing his best to hold off the charging Johnny Rapp and Ryan Rose in those second and third spots. Michael Boyles, Blake Hoppy rounding out your top 5, and Jacob Elliott, your fastest lap in qualifying, puts him 6th spot on the grid. He's going to be looking to make up some ground. Lights are out on the pace car. 1 lap to green. Logan Monteith and Johnny Rapp preparing themselves for this restart. We saw Johnny Rapp get an excellent launch on the outside. Like I said, he's able to get that momentum from those longer distance starts. But Logan Monteith held on to the position coming out of turn 2. So we'll see how this comes to a head. The center of turn 1, 99 car gets a great jump, catches Johnny Rapp sleeping just a little bit, and that puts Ryan Rose on the inside of the 52 as well. Blake Hoppy in that 11 car looking to sneak up in the inside of Johnny Rapp. Johnny Rapp holding his own on that outside line though. Able to slot into 4th spot ahead of Michael Boyles in P5. Jacob Elliott getting harassed by Dylan Johnson in that 2 car. We saw Dylan Johnson drop a bunch of spots, getting pushed up into that 2nd lane and just dropping like a stone. He's not going to want to give up that inside lane ever again for the rest of this race. As we see a bit of a blink from the 05 as well. 11 car looking to the inside of Ryan Rose, fighting for that 2nd spot. Likely looking to work with his teammate, Logan Monteith and Blake Hoppy, both members of that Evil Empire Sim Sports team. Ryan Rose caught in the middle of them. The 11 car dives all the way down to that apron. Interesting strat, but if I know Blake Hoppy, he is looking to preserve those tires. Got a long run here. 125 laps. 18 down so far. Blake Hoppy to the inside on turn 3 and 4 of Ryan Rose in the 78 car. 78 gets pushed high. Blake just able to clear him, but that opens the lane to Johnny Rapp as well. Ryan trying to shut the door on Johnny Rapp, but not enough. Jacob Elliott also snuck up in there into 4th spot, and there we... oh my goodness. Ryan Rose just fell from 2nd to 5th in one move. Track position is extremely important here at Langley. These circle tracks, that bottom line is so important. Jacob Elliott up into 4th spot, trying to get to the bumper of Johnny Rapp. But we saw Johnny Rapp do an excellent job of slotting back into that inside line as fast as possible. And he got pushed out before. I don't think Ryan Rose is going to let him in again, given the chance. As we see Jacob Elliott sending it pretty hard, getting a good exit, though. Trying to close that gap to the 52 car. Here we see teammates, Logan Monteith comfortably in the lead. Blake Hoppy holding station in second as the 52 and 07 are side by side. Side by side into turn 1 and 2. Johnny Rapp just gets the better exit, but it's not going to be enough into 3 and 4. Jacob Elliott's going to take that spot on the exit of 4. No, not quite. Johnny Rapp holding his own on that outside line. Oh, but going into turn 1 and 2, Jacob Elliott is able to secure that spot, and that was just enough fighting to bring Ryan Rose into the picture. You see the 52 car swinging super high, trying to get as much speed as possible off the corner. There's just no room for him to slot into that bottom line, and he lets the 2 and the 05 go by. That puts Johnny Rapp all the way down to 7th spot after fighting in the top 3. Oh, and here we go. Teammates fighting as well. Blake Hoppy looking to take the lead off of Logan Monteith. He's got Jacob Elliott in the 07. Breathing down his neck. The three-way fight for the lead of this race. Oh, and the yellow flag comes out. Andrew Cowell involved. Looks like he ducked down to the pit lane. Take a look at a quick replay here. If we can't figure out what happened. Too wide ahead. Looks like Devin Jack on the outside of Sean Johnson. Oh, not quite. The 43 car just catches the apron on turn 3 and 4 and sends himself around. It was enough to bring out the caution on lap 30. The second caution of the night. Logan Monteith still holding on to the lead of this race. Blake Hoppy in that 11 car was really hassling him under pressure from Jacob Elliott in that 07. Last week's winner and hard charger here at Langley. He had the fastest time in qualifying. That put him in that P6 starting position. Moved up 3 spots into that top 3. Like Todd Schott is going to tow to the pit lane. That's a bit of an issue in the timing tower there. No worries. Ryan Rose holding on to P4. Hanging on to that top 3 battle. Dylan Johnson, a good recovery up to P2 or P5, excuse me. After getting pushed up high earlier on in the race. Michael Boyle's P6, and look at that, Jackson Samsel up 5 spots into P7. That 57 car is going to slowly make his way up the order. We're going to see great things out of Jackson Samsel, I am sure. Jonathan Barnett in that 84 machine, also up 9 spots, as well as Jeremiah Mullins. The 95 K9s for Warriors. Excellent paint. Bob Belshaw rounding out the top 10 in that 44. Team 53 machine, and Sean Johnson right by his side. Pace car is going to peel off into the pit lane, and Logan Monteith is going to take the green flag. Blake Hoppy still on his outside, going to file in, but it looks like Jacob Elliott's going to be able to dive down to his inside. They're still side by side in the back stretch, diving into 3 and 4. Blake Hoppy is going to decidedly take that position. Dylan Johnson gets a little bit loose. Oh, and the 84 of Jonathan Barnett goes around. Oh, track blocker there. I think that was the 91 of Peter Stewart. That Dog the Bounty Hunter car. Taking a bit of a spin there. Take a look at a replay real quick here. Further up in the field, we see The 84 car of Jonathan Barnett just gets hooked. I think that is Jeremiah Mullins, and the 95. The stack up ensues. Clifton Simmons goes right into the back of Peter Stewart in this 91 car, riding on board with him. Backs into the wall. There's nowhere to go. Johnny Rapp just sneaking on through in the back there. Peter Stewart recovering to that 20th spot, but losing a lap in the process. Jonathan Barnett, that 84 car, is able to stay on the lead lap after coming together with the 95 car. I suspect the 95 car has taken an EOL penalty for that caution. Johnny Rapp heading to the pit lane. Hopefully he didn't pick up any damage. I hope this is a scheduled stop, trying to get off cycle just a little bit. On lap 38 of 125, this is a perfect time to take some new tires and get a little bit of a jump on the field, but only if you can stay on the lead lap. Looks like he's going to take inside tires to do just that. Logan Monteith opting for that bottom line. Blake Hoppy up top in that 11 car. I don't think they're working together too closely. I know they're teammates on that Evil Empire Sim Sports team. I think both of these drivers are vying for the win tonight. Third caution of the night. Lap 40. The pace car crosses the line. Lights go out. One more lap to green. All our drivers are impressing the field. Logan Monteith and Blake Hoppy side by side on that first row. Jacob Elliott and Ryan Rose, second row, looking to make something happen here. Michael Boyles and Dylan Johnson in that third row as well. The green flag comes out. Logan Monteith gets a great jump. He just about clears Blake, but here comes Jacob Elliott. He's going to dive it down on the inside once again. Michael Boyles clears Ryan Rose on that outside line. Jacob Elliott making that outside line work inside line work as well. Jacob Elliott into second position, and here comes Michael Boyles in the 0-5. Blake Hoppy getting pushed down to 11th spot. Or, excuse me, 4th spot in the 11 car. Ryan Rose into 5th in the 78. Jacob Elliott setting the fastest lap of the race so far with a 15:74. He's chasing down Logan Monteith for the win. Jacob Elliott is a super fast driver. Part of the Team 53 program. Big thank you to Team 53 and Justin Laxton for providing setups and driver coaching to all of our drivers here. As the caution comes out, looks like Peter Stewart might be involved. Oh, there he is in the wall. Sean Johnson trying to get turned around as well. Devin Jack involved in the grass. Leaders just coming on by as well. In a super short track indeed. Bit of a stack up behind the pace cars as the field tries to sort their positions out. See what caused the caution here. I'm reading Robert Brobst crashed first. Let's see if we can't figure out what happened here. I'll stop it when something happens here. Oh, a bit of a blink for Robert. Play that little further. Oh, the 49 of Devin Jack right behind him. Oh, the 25 gets a little bit loose. The 57 of Jackson Samsel gets into him, and a stack up ensues. Nowhere to go for so many cars. Bit of a pileup. Sam Stoner involved. Devin Jack, Sean Johnson, Peter Stewart, as we said. Robert Brokes involved. A lot of great contenders taken out in that caution. Fourth caution of the night. Lap 48 is in the books of 125. It's the king of the Barkway 125. Big thank you to all of our sponsors. As I said, Team 53 and ReScreened LLC. ReScreened LLC provides pool enclosures and lanais in the Southwest Florida area. Big thanks to David White and ReScreened for supporting us as the title sponsor of the Backmarkers ReScreened LLC Regional Late Model Tour. Season 2. We see Sean Johnson making his way back into the field. Looks like he's going to lose a lap after being involved in that incident. It's currently 19th spot. We're going 1 to green once again. The field's going to stack up again. This time, Jacob Elliott on the outside line, first row. Let's see how he contends with this new starting position. Michael Boyle's in the power position there. That bottom line, third spot, really seems to be working for a lot of these drivers. Ryan Rose on the outside of him. Dylan Johnson and Jackson Samsel. Look who it is in P6. Green flag comes out. Logan Monteith in the 99 car gets a great start, but Jacob Elliott's going to get pushed into that third spot as Michael Boyles does a great job of hanging onto the 99's bumper and files in ahead of Jacob Elliott, but Jacob Elliott's going to be chasing him down, looking for that position. The 57 car all the way up to the top 5. Awesome job from him. Kenny Troughton in the 25 is up 15 spots as well. He's in 6th spot with Ryan Rose looking to the inside of the 25 machine. Looks like he's going to think better of it this time around. Oh, and the yellow comes out once again. Let's see if we can figure out what happened this time. Devin Jack involved. Oh, he's perpendicular to the track on the start-finish. Jumps to the pits, thinks better of it. Let's take a look here. Oh, this is a bad picture. This is not what you want to see when you're about to watch an incident review. We are thinking about going 5 wide out of turn 4 here. So let's back this up just a little bit and see how we got here. Johnny Rapp on the outside trying to take the spot from Clifton Simmons, who's getting pushed all the way up the track in that 38 car. 44 and 52 are now 3 wide with the 38. No one's going to back off here. The 65 and the 11. Oh, Blake Hoppy going to stick his nose in there, try to make it 4 wide. Oh, man, everybody's racing super hard for this spot. We're working back in maybe 12th or something. Guys, why are we going 5 wide back here? This is pretty incredible. Blake Hoppy sticking his nose in there. Devin Jack, nowhere to go, gets hooked. And cars just pile up. These late models have so much power, or so much grip, excuse me. It's difficult to get them spin turned around, but that looks like it's going to put Devin Jack out of this race. 49 car. Meanwhile, Logan Monteith hanging on to the lead with Jacob Elliott chasing him down in that 2nd spot. Going to have another restart from the outside line for the 07 car. We'll see how he contends with that. But Dylan Johnson back up to his starting spot in P3. He's going to have that power position himself in the 2 car, but look at this. Jackson Samsel in the 57 car, a round 1 winner, made his way up to 4th spot on lap 57, no less. Kenny Troughton in the 25 car. Up into the top 5 as well, with Ryan Rose rounding out the top 6. Jonathan Barnett up 10 spots. We've seen him up and down the field a couple of times. And Dade Grajewski all the way up into P8. He's up 14 spots. Awesome job. Field's going to stack up here once again. One lap to green. Logan Monteith out front once again. So we come to the 5th restart of the night. Green flag comes out. Jacob Elliott gets a great start on that outside line. Clears Dylan Johnson in the 2 car. But look at this. Kenny Troughton and Jackson Samsel side by side. The 57 bounces off the wall. The 25 is going to clear him. They're going to settle into the top 5 there, but Jonathan Barnett and Ryan Rose are still side by side. The 78 of Ryan Rose not able to make it work on that outside line. He's going to slot into 7th, show his nose once again, down onto the apron on the 84 car. But here comes Johnny Rapp, trying to make spots with Blake Hoppy right behind him. He pushes the 1 car up into that high line. It's Benson Weaver in the 1 car. 52 car getting a little bit loose down on the apron. The 11 car thinks about the push, but instead wants to go around him. Thinks better of it this time. That's going to put the 65 of Sam Stoner right into this fight as well. Benson Weaver in that 1 car, getting pushed out into the 2nd lane. Sam Stoner also trying to capitalize here, and he does. Excellent job into the top 10. Here comes Michael Boyles after a pit stop on lap 54. He's coming through the pack once again. Perhaps looking to make those fresh tires work for him. But let's take a look at the lead once again. Logan Monteith in that 99 car, holding off Jacob Elliott and the 07. Big slide off of turn 4 for the 07. He's chasing down hard. Not quite close enough to make a move stick just yet. I'm sure Jacob Elliott biding his time. He knows that another caution is going to come out. Gives a little friendly tap to the 99. Wants to show him he's there. And hustle him because he's under pressure from the 2 car as well. Dylan Johnson closing the gap with Kenny Troughton right behind. Jackson Samsel in the top 5 as well. Ryan Rose chasing him down. Track position is key, as we see here. Bit of a split in the field. Bob Belshaw in the 44 leading this 2nd pack. He's in 13th spot at the moment. Todd Schott opting all the way down to the apron, looking to get the spot from Bob Belshaw. The 44 car is doing an excellent job of keeping it as wide as possible and not letting anybody pass, holding on to that 13th spot. Take a look at the lead once again. Jacob Elliott hassling Logan, giving him another tap in the center of the corner. The 99 car is not going to like that. Logan Monteith, not one to be trifled with. Definitely good at holding his nerve, especially when a driver as fast as Jacob Elliott is right behind him. Hero 7 backing off just a little bit, just enough to bring the 2 car of Dylan Johnson into the picture as well. And there's the 25 of Kenny Troughton looking to make something happen. He is up 17 spots. He's the biggest mover of the race, that 25 car. Excellent job to Kenny Troughton in that Ford Mustang. But look at this, Jackson Samsel. Looks like Ryan Rose in that 78 car caught up, closing the gap on the back stretch. Shows his nose on the inside. Round turn 3 and 4. Once again into 1 and 2, the 57. Can't make anything happen on that high line and drops down to 6th spot. Ryan Rose back up into the top 5, but here comes Johnny Rapp looking to make something happen as well. 2 pit stops for him. He was last in on lap 37. Do believe he took a set of tires. Going to be looking to make up some positions here, but look at this. Blake Hoppy sticking his nose on the inside as well, giving him a bit of bumper. Johnny Rapp not looking to give up this 7th position. Gets right to the bumper of Jackson Samsel in the 57 as well. Oh, and he goes around. Jackson. Oh, and Johnny Rapp gets around as well. Looked like a small tap from the 52 to the 57. The 52 went around as well. Take another look at what happened. 52 just gets pretty deep into the corner. Sends them both spinning around. The 11 car is there. Unfortunate incident for Johnny Rapp. He's going to have to find his way through the field once again. Got the 6th caution of the night. Lap 79 of 125. Let's let the field sort themselves out here. A lot of pit stops. Dylan Johnson, Kenny Troughton, Dade Grajewski, Ryan Rose, Jacob Elliott opting for the pit lane from 2nd spot. Interesting choice of strategy here. Track position has been key all night, as drivers have even gotten pushed a car's width up the track. You lose 5 or 6 positions in one fell swoop. So this is going to be an interesting play for these cars that opt for tires. Logan Monteith opting to stay out. Blake Hoppy also staying out from lap 47. Sam Stoner pitted on lap 54 with Michael Boyles. I believe they took tires as well. Let's see how the field comes to a head now. My apologies for that technical difficulty, folks. Looks like Logan Monteith holding his own on the restart. Blake Hoppy also in 2nd place. Sam Stoner right to his bumper, looking to take that 2nd spot. But look at this, Jonathan Barnett all the way up to 4th spot, and Johnny Rapp right there with him in 5th. Dylan Johnson, the first of the pitters in that last caution. Oh, as he just scrapes the wall in the back stretch there. Into P6. Jacob Elliott in 7th spot, looking to make up those spots after taking that pit stop. I'm not too sure tires were the call here. We'll see how it goes in the late stages of this race. But Logan Monteith might have this all in the bag. Not to put the old commentator's curse on him. We'll see what happens. Blake Hoppy out there in 2nd as well. Sam Stoner in that 65 car, hassling the 11. Trying to get super close as the yellow comes out once again. Johnny Rapp off the track. Oh, and Michael Boyle's around as well through the grass. Let's see what these drivers were trying to avoid here. As we take a look at a replay here of Michael Boyle's. The 07 diving to the inside of the 2 car, and the 2 car of the inside of Johnny Rapp. Oh, Dylan Johnson just gives a little bit of a tap to that 52 car, sends him turning around. 05 of Michael Boyles has nowhere to go. Still trying to keep it out of the traffic. Not another issue. Thank you for watching your rejoins. Unfortunate tap from that 2 car. Sends Johnny Rapp back a couple spots. Back behind Robert Brobst. Oh, looks like the field is once again sorting themselves out. Look at this. Logan Monteith holding on to that lead. I think he's led every lap of this race thus far. Excellent showing. Not a foot wrong yet for the 99 car. Excellent job to him. Let's take a second to say a quick thank you to Team 53 once again for providing asphalt setups for the late model, stock, super late model, and silver crown. Driver coaching is also available to help you get faster on iRacing. You can catch team owner Justin Laxton racing this summer in a late model, both on iRacing and in real life. Visit facebook.com/team53wi for more information on setups and coaching to follow along on his racing journey. Big thank you to Justin Laxton for all of the work he puts into this league, from setups to incident reviews and coaching sessions and awesome stuff. Check him out on Facebook. Drivers are going back side by side. Lights are gonna go out on the pace car. 1 lap to green. Field is gonna form up here. Blake Hoppy on the outside of Logan Monteith, holding on to this lead for just about 95 laps. Sam Stoner on the inside 2nd row, looking to make something happen. Steal that spot off of Blake Hoppy. We'll see what happens. Jonathan Barnett doing an awesome job on that 2nd row. And Jacob Elliott also looking to make something happen here. Logan Monteith gets an awesome start, but look at this. Sam Stoner is able to clear Blake Hoppy. The 07 goes super hard into the back of Blake Hoppy and turns him around into turn 3 and 4. Sean Johnson over the top of some cars here. Not able to slow it down in time. Peter Stewart also involved, opting for the pit lane there. Such an unfortunate stack up. Looks like whenever any trouble happens further up in the field, not enough time to react to it here. But let's take a look a little further back in the field. Here we're going to see the 07 tap the back of the 11. The 11 car goes around. All chaos ensues. Dade Grajewski into the side of the 52 car. The 11 car is all the way around and nose to nose with Michael Boyles in the 05. 78 of Ryan Rose makes it through with Jonathan Barnett. Looks like he just lost a couple of spots. Dade Grajewski also making it through as well. 8th caution of the night. We made it to lap 98 so far. The king of the Barkway at Langley Speedway. Logan Monteith, class of the field, leading every lap thus far. Shout out to Abe Kalufa in the chat. What's going on, bud? Support for the Evil Empire boys as well. And a shout out to Michael Boyles for good measure. Logan Monteith, Samuel Stoner, Robert Brost made his way to the top 3. Jonathan Barnett in P4. Jackson Samsel hanging on to that top 5. He has been ducking and dodging incidents all day. Michael Boyles has been through the grass a couple of times, but recovered well to that 6th spot. Ryan Rose back there in 7th as well, trying to make his way up the field. I think it would be easier to call out drivers that have not been involved in an incident. A lot of stack-ups in the field. Logan Monteith and Sam Stoner lining up side by side on row 1. Robert Brobst and Jonathan Barnett on that 2nd row as well. Jacob Elliott for incident responsibility. Looks like he dropped all the way down to P17. The green flag comes out for Logan Monteith. He's going to clear the field. Sam Stoner going to dive all the way in, try to make up as much ground as possible, but it looks like they're going to gap Robert Brobst here. Sam Stoner and Jonathan Barnett still side by side. Ryan Rose giving him a little tap to the 884 car. Sneaking on through into that top 5. Jonathan Barnett going to settle for P6. Michael Boyles and Bob Belshaw side by side. The 44 car on the inside. Dylan Johnson trying to help him out. 2 Team 53 drivers in the 44 and the 2. They're going to clear Impact Racing driver of Michael Boyles. Here comes Sean Johnson as well. Started in the back. Made his way up into 9th spot. And here comes Johnny Rapp, recovering from a recent incident, getting spun out. Meanwhile, in the lead, Logan Monteith still hanging on to it with 21 to go. Just a handful of laps on same set of tires. So, not sure if the pit stop was the call here. Jackson Samsel holding on to P4. Ryan Rose charging up. Oh, and it looks like Bob Belshaw is around. Into the grass on the back stretch. Not quite sure what caused that one, but the green flag is going to stay out. Bob Belshaw out in front of the leaders. Going to get up to speed. Try to hold on to the lead lap there. We just see him back stretch. 99 of Logan Monteith holding on to it. Sam Stoner in that 65 in 2nd place, looking to make something happen. Robert Brobst up in the top 3, doing an awesome job in that 5 car. Here comes Jackson Samsel closing up that gap as well. Ryan Rose diving in. Oh, it looks like Sam Stoner's on the outside of Bob Belshaw trying to lap the 44 car. He's making his way through the leaders. 65. Oh, Bob Belshaw gets right to the bumper of the 65 car, but everybody manages to make it out The other side clean. Jackson Samsel and Robert Bropes, I'm sure, yelling at the 44 car, trying to get him out of the way. But of course, that 44 car is entitled to race to get his lap back. You see him gapping third place, so the 44 car has some pace. If he can fight his way back through here. The 44 car just opened the gap for Logan Monteith. 0.8 seconds as Sam Stoner that's caught up high just a little bit. Oh, the 44 car is going to try to pass him. 65 trying to focus on his battle with the leader. Oh, and the 5 car checks up just a little bit, and Ryan Rose in the 78 goes into the back of Jackson Samsel. Awkward bit of a stack up there. Causes the caution to come out once again. Looks like the 5 car is going to check up to avoid the slowing 44. Oh, the 5 car is going to check up to avoid the side of the 65 car. He gets a little bit loose there. Jackson's not anticipating it. Tries to, well, I say that. He does anticipate it. Gets the 57 slowed down, but it's always the 3rd car in the line that can't see what's going on. And just gets into the back of the slowing 57. Ryan Rose around on track. Gonna keep it rolling. Take a look at live pictures once again. Ryan Rose down in 15th spot after being involved in that incident, but Jackson Samsel is gonna hold his spot in P4. Able to get it recovered there. 99 of Logan Monteith, leading every lap thus far. The king of the Barkway 125 at Langley Speedway. Round 4 of the Backmarkers ReScreened LLC Regional Late Model Tour. Logan Monteith, Samuel Stoner, Robert Bropes, Jackson Samsel, Dylan Johnson, Michael Boyles, Jonathan Barnett, Sean Johnson, Benson Weaver, and Jacob Elliott rounding out your top 10. Jacob Elliott and Johnny Rapp as well, involved in a few incidents that sent them to the back of the field. They are doing a great job of making up some spots, getting back in the fight, but there's only a handful of laps to go in the race. I'm sure they're going to be ducking, dipping, and dodging, try to make up some spots. The closing stages of this race. Looks like the green flag is about to come out. One more lap to go. Excuse me, the lights on the pace car are still on. And Monteith and Sam Stoner on that front row. Robert Bropes, then Jackson Samsel in the second. Robert Bropes has had some internet issues early in the race. So let's see. Hopefully that doesn't impact him any further here. As we come around 3 and 4, pace car peels off into the pit lane. We've got 5 laps to go. Green flag comes out on the king of the Barkway 125. Logan Monteith straight into the lead. Samuel Stoner gonna file into second place with Robert Bropes right behind. Jackson Samsel holding on to that 4th spot with Dylan Johnson breathing down his neck. And as I say that, Michael Boyles gets to the bumper of the 2 car, gives him a little tap, but they're both gonna keep it straight. Jacob Elliott around. Oh, a big stack up in turn 1 and 2. Dade Grajewski, Todd Schott, Bob Belshaw, the 1 car of Benson Weaver, and Johnny Rapp involved. Oh, it looks like everybody from 10th on down may have been involved in that incident. 10th caution of the night. Looks like Benson Weaver may have been the catalyst in all this. Oh, just getting to the back of the 32 car, a touch of a net code hit even. And then Johnny Rapp just gets into the back of him. One car is a little offline going in. The stack up ensues. 6 car, the 91 back there on the grass as well. Unfortunate incident to see this late in the race. Like we're gonna have a green-white checker finish here. On restart at the end. Logan Monteith holding on to the lead. Even still, with all of these restarts. Jackson Samsel on the 57, a little bit of a stack up there. The 2 car. While we're pacing. Yes, indeed. The 99 still holding off the rest of the field. Going for the win on those old tires. The 99 car has not seen the pit lane yet tonight. Neither has the 84 of Jonathan Barnett. I'm also reading neither has Peter Stewart as well, but he's a couple of laps down at the moment, reading 3. Impressive that he has avoided any accident repair. Logan Monteith and Samuel Stoner lining up on that front row for the 10th restart of the night. 2 laps to go on the line. Fighting for the win of the King of the Barkway 125. Pace car peels off to the pit lane. Green flag comes out. The 99 car gets an awesome launch once again. 65 is just about able to clear the 5 car of Robert Brobst. Super close there for the 2nd spot. 5 car files in behind with Jackson Samsel back there in 4th spot as well. Looking low on the exit of 4. The white flag comes out. Logan Monteith taking it. 2 more corners to go to win this race. 5 car closes the gap just a little bit, but it's not enough, and Logan Monteith in the 99 car takes the win. The King of the Barkway 125. Excellent job. Samuel Stoner, Robert Brobst rounding out your top 3. Jackson Samsel back there in P4, plus 8 from his start. Dylan Johnson in P5 as well. An excellent showing from Jonathan Barnett in the 84 car. Great job. Here we see Logan Monteith lining up on the start line. Let's have a quick chat with our winner, Logan Monteith. Congratulations. You were really the class of the field there. You led every single lap. Didn't even take tires. Talk me through it. How'd you hold him off?
Track position was key here. I definitely did not have the fastest car here. I mean, I was going to make it so if you wanted to pass me, you're going to have to either move me or wreck me out of the way. So, I mean, yeah, I definitely did not have the fastest car here tonight. I could say that for a fact.
You definitely made that car as wide as possible, and like I said, you held him off so well. Not a foot wrong. Excellent job. Is there anybody you want to thank or shout out real quick?
I want to thank my team, Evil Empire Simsport. Blake, he was being a good teammate behind me there for a little bit, and then Team 53, ReScreened LLC, Backmarkers Racing. I mean, we did this whole race with no race control, so I'd say it went pretty decent for that. But thank you for broadcasting, and thanks for all the viewers for watching.
Absolutely. Thank you to all of our sponsors that help keep the lights on at Backmarkers Racing here. Congratulations, Logan Monteith in that 99 car for the win. The king of the Barkway 125. I will drop you back in Evil Empire chat. Congrats again. And let's take Mr. Samuel Stoner in that 65 car, coming home second place, opting for the tire change on lap 54. Didn't quite work out for you. You did an awesome job to come home second, though. Talk me through your race, bud.
Well, actually, it wasn't a tire change at all.
No.
It was a fast repair. After I had that stack up with, I believe it was the 32.
That's
I ended
right.
up getting a
That's
meatball
right.
and had to pull in there, but no, I decided to opt against tires because I was way too afraid of going a lap down and getting stuck. And
Yeah, as
yeah.
Logan said, track position was key, and you did a great job of holding off Robert Bropes and Jackson Samsel on those restarts. Talk me through it. You had quite a few restarts there at the end.
Oh, with like I think it was probably about 20 to go. I got my 50% warning, and then things were getting kind of tough from there. We had that little situation unfold with Blake in the 007. Not really sure what happened, but didn't look pretty. I ended up getting to his inside, and then whatever happened behind me. And after that, I just sort of had to bide my time because I didn't think I was getting Logan off those restarts, especially with how quickly we were crashing afterwards.
Yeah, well, you did an awesome job. Congrats on the P2. Is there anybody you want to thank or shout out?
Oh, I mean, all my people that watch this, my parents, my family, all those guys. You, Mr. J. Bast, broadcaster extraordinaire, Team 53. They make the setups. Good setup. It's a fun time. This track's really kind of hard to work with because it's single line always. It's either you're in that bottom groove or you're, being passed. That's kind of your two choices. But the setup still seemed like it provided a decent race. Cleanest one so far, I think.
Yeah, I do believe it was. We just had 10 cautions, so, progress. Not quite where we want to see, but
shout out to everybody for that.
Yeah, well, better. Excellent job. Congrats on that P2. I will throw you back in the general chat. Thank you for chatting with us. Let's talk to Mr. Robert Bropes. Congrats on that P3, buddy. That you were up and down all over the field tonight. Talk us through it.
The beginning of that, Sam and I tangled, and I was initially trying to convince people because our race control, our hearts go out to him because I believe he had a death in the family a few hours ago, and that's why he wasn't here for us. But on top of that, so myself and a couple other the admins, and towards the end after Devin Jack got wrecked out, he was doing the race control work. So
okay.
The people in the chat were like, just both of you go to the rear, and me and Sam were like, all right, that's the only real solution instead of doing nothing. So we did that, and then I got lucky missing cautions, and no one decided to throw a car at me this week, which is real nice.
A refreshing change of pace.
The last 2 weeks, the last 2 weeks in a row, 10 to go. I had at Myrtle, I had the 3 car thrown at me, and last week I had the 8 car thrown at me with 10 to go.
But who's counting?
Both were going for top 5 races, but
oof. Yeah, you've definitely had some bad luck in the late models here, but like we're seeing tonight, you've got some awesome pace too.
I mean, I'm usually in the top 5 when I'm getting cars thrown at me, so I mean.
Well,
but we gotta thank ReScreened for putting up the title sponsor money. I don't remember what those things are called that they build, but it's a fancy word, and they need them in Florida to keep the gators out.
Lanai's. Pool enclosures and Lanai's. So big thank you to ReScreened as the title sponsor.
And then tonight we had the charity drive for dog shelters, and Dade and I have been posting up if anybody had sent us one in DMs or in the chat, we've been posting them on the social media. So on the Facebook, I've posted 2, and I think Dade has put the other 2 on Instagram, on our Instagram page.
Excellent.
So
check us out at
people
Backmarkers Racing.
Check us out on social media and throw some cash if you have any extra to spare at the dog shelters in a couple of our local areas.
Yep, absolutely. Support your local animal shelters. And Robert Bropst, congratulations on your P3 finish. I will throw you back in the general chat. Oh, you got another one?
Was looking for an I was going to say Jackson was looking for an interview for being 4th after that.
Sure, absolutely.
He thought he was going to be the points leader, but it looks like he's in 3rd.
How about this? Let's throw a curve in this. Let's throw a little curveball in this. Mr. Jackson Samsel, I kept Robert Bropst in here, and we've got you as well. Congrats on your P4. You did an awesome job to move all the way up through the field. At one point, you were our biggest mover, but looks like that goes to Jonathan Barnett at the moment. But you are still plus 8 spots on your start. Talk us through that. You were dodging, dipping, diving all over the place.
I'd say I was involved in half the wrecks, and I was
That too?
half the wrecks, and I avoided the other half. So all 3 halves I was part of in some way. But
Math checks out.
Yep. Yeah. I was following Robert for like the final 40 laps. We were weaving through the pack together, as much as he was blinking.
Which is impressive. I just got a internet upgrade on Friday, which is it's disappointing to hear that, but on my side, iRacing was 100%.
Yeah, we did see some blinking from you in the booth as well. So maybe raise some hell with your new internet provider there. But
it's the same one, just an upgrade.
Well,
it's also a wicked thunderstorm on the East Coast over here. There's
that's right.
Tornadoes and such.
Yeah, so
that probably is a factor.
our hearts go out to all of those in the thunderstorms. Stay safe, and hearts go out as well to our race control, Jacob Bradley. We miss you tonight, and hope everything is all right. Yeah, I want to say congrats to you two for your 3rd and 4th finishes there as well. And I think we will close it out there. Oh, Jackson, anybody you want to thank or shout out real quick?
I think Dad's watching, so thanks, Dad. And then all the sponsors for the league. I'll thank them. I'm not going to go through every name, but I'm sure the broadcasters know who they are. They've shouted them out enough.
Yep.
Specifically ReScreened.
Yeah, I will reiterate. Big thank you to ReScreened LLC and Team 53 for supporting us. And with that, let's see. Let's pull up the schedule here.
Next week's a bye week.
Next week we are indeed off, and I'm going on vacation. So the week after that is the next 2 are a fun one for me. The dual 125s presented by me, J-Bass Blast. We'll have some fun at Irwindale, my home track. We're going to the inner track and then the outer for 125 laps of short track action. On that note, we will see you then. I have been J-Bast. Once again, I still got Robert and Jackson up here. You want to say your final?
Everybody.
Yeah, good night, everybody, wherever you are.
All right, and a big thanks to all of our YouTube viewers as well. We appreciate